The Super Bowl. Everybody wants their team to be there. You're a Browns fan, you're a Chiefs fan, you're a Bucks fan. Everybody wants their team to be in the Super Bowl. How realistic is that? If you're a Browns fan, not realistic at all. If you're a Bucks fan, hopefully very realistic. But will you win the Super Bowl this year? Now, theoretically speaking, there's a 1 in 32. Okay, we're not going to go into that. But today we're going to be going over why your team should and will win the Super Bowl this year. That's right. Every single team. Doesn't matter if your team went 3-14 last year. Doesn't matter if your team went 15-2 last year. Every single team. Without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start off with the NFC South. So the Saints. You guys got Chris Olave. And he's going to carry your team all the way to the Super Bowl. It hurts to say that, honestly. It really does. There's no reason why you shouldn't be the last team in the league. The Panthers. I can say something nice about you guys. You got Bryce Young, and you guys looked fine at the end of last year. If you guys can keep that up, maybe you can win the Super Bowl. Because you'll get second in the division. I don't know. And the Falcons. You guys will win the Super Bowl. Because, you cheat. You're cheaters. You're trash. You're absolute garbage. The NFL will feel bad for you and they'll let you win the Super Bowl. And the best team in the NFL, my favorite team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, will win the Super Bowl. Because we're just the best. I mean, our offense, amazing. Our wide receiver core is the best in the NFL. Baker Mayfield's going to be top 5 quarterback this year. Bucky Irving's going to be a top 10 running back this year. Our receiving core, top tier, just like I just said. Our defense, we could improve that, but once we improve that, we're going to win the Super Bowl because we have one of the best offenses, top 3 offense in the league, I would say. And our defense, if we can just keep that steady, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Next up, let's talk about the NFC East. Starting off with the Eagles, you're going to win the Super Bowl because you just won the Super Bowl. And why would it hurt to repeat? You're a great team. You got Saquon. You'll win it. Commanders, you guys won the Super Bowl because of Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin just absolutely tearing up defenses. And your head coaching also being pretty well. And you'll doing field goal. Next up is the team that says this is our year every single year, but it never is, with Jerry Jones retiring. The Cowboys will win the Super Bowl. Jerry Jones retires. Dak Prescott goes to his full form. CeeDee Lamb goes to his just how he normally is. George Pickens doesn't beat anybody up, and your defense stays good. You guys will win the Super Bowl. And the one team that I have very little hope for in the NFC East is the New York Giants. But here's why you guys will win the Super Bowl. Your defensive line. Your defensive line will carry you guys so hard. You'll have so many sacks on the season, like 50 million, 150 sacks. Yeah. Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter from the draft. Just a great defensive line. That pass rush will be insane. Next up, I want to talk about the NFC West. Starting with the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks could have pretty much new offense with Cooper Kupp and Sam Darnold. Then the Rams. Let's talk about the Rams next. I feel like they could win the Super Bowl because they're already contenders. And Matthew Stafford really does. I feel like he really wants to win another one. And I feel like that'd be nice. Alright, and then also in the NFC West, you have the Cardinals. And I feel like if Kyler Murray can go back to being really good, because I feel like the upside on Kyler Murray is super underrated because he is his upside is up here, but his downside when he's down, it's not pretty. But yeah, Kyler Murray, if he steps up and if Marvin Harrison Jr. and him can get that connection going, they could definitely be contenders. And then finally in the NFC West, we're going to talk about the 49ers. I feel like the 49ers definitely are there's just one thing away from them that just stops them every year. But I feel like this won't be the year. Brock Purdy will get better. Brock Purdy will stay the same. I feel like he'll be a mid-tier quarterback. You get Christian McCaffrey going out here, and he's going to have a great year. Then you got George Kittle. He'll also have a great year. Your receiving core looks fine, and then your defense could improve, but it'll definitely look good. Now, the final division in the NFC is the NFC North, and here's why those teams will win. The Packers. The Packers, you guys are the Packers, and I feel like the Packers have Jordan Love, Matthew Golden. Your new rookie wide receiver, Matthew Golden, will take you all the way. And then for the Lions, you guys just got to do the exact same thing you guys did last year, except Aiden Hutchinson will be healthy, a lot of your players will be healthy, everybody will be healthy, and you'll still play amazing, and you'll win the Super Bowl. Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy absolutely steps up. Justin Jefferson stays good. Jordan Addison stays good. Everybody works together in that offense perfectly, and the defense stays amazing. Yeah. The Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams passes for over 4,000 yards, and Rome Odunze goes for over 1,000 yards receiving. And your defense looks pretty good too. Tyreek Stevenson, all that stuff. Bears win the Super Bowl. Now we got the NFC over with. I feel like the AFC might be a lot easier, but also a lot harder with the worser teams. And let's get started with the AFC South. You heard it there first, folks, from AFKJ2385, probably your worst NFL news source out there. I'm joking. Go check out his channel, show him some love. But yeah, Jaguars win the Super Bowl because of Travis Hunter and T-Law. Time for the Texans. You guys got CJ Stroud. He'll take a big step up, and your defense will be amazing this year. One of the best in the league, top 5. Next up, you got the Colts. Anthony Richardson wins the quarterback battle. He plays really well, redeeming himself, and you guys win the Super Bowl because of him. The Titans. Cam Ward's upside just shoots to the sky, and everything happens perfectly for you guys. I feel like in a perfect world it would be possible, but I feel like since they're the Tennessee Titans, I do not. They'll win because I have to say that for the purpose of this video. AFC West. Here's why the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. Because they keep doing it over and over again with Patrick Mahomes, and they won't get blown up by the Eagles this time. Next up is the Broncos. Your defense is absolutely amazing, and Bo Nix becomes the best quarterback in the NFL, and everybody believes in him. The Chargers. Justin Herbert lives up to that top 5 talent everybody says he is, and their defense comes up in clutch. And the Raiders. Your offense looks amazing with Geno Smith, Brock Bowers, and Ashton Jeanty, and a fine offensive line, and that is why the AFC West teams will. Alright, now the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills. I think that you guys will win the Super Bowl because Josh Allen, the MVP last year, and maybe he'll go back to back for MVP. Maybe. Next up, the Dolphins, Tyreek Hill, Minka Fitzpatrick now. Their defense, Jalen Ramsey ends up being garbage on the Steelers. You guys are just, Tua doesn't get his brain knocked out. Yeah. Now the Patriots, a team I really like going into this year. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that they'll make the playoffs. And if for the sake of this video, I have a feeling they'll win the Super Bowl because Tom Brady comes out of retirement, and so does Rob Gronkowski, and so does the entire Patriots roster from, like, whenever they won the Super Bowl, whatever time they did it. Literally any of the times, they would win the Super Bowl. So, yeah. Now for the Jets, I literally think Justin Fields will become the MVP of the league, and that's enough for you to win the Super Bowl. He'll throw passes to himself. He'll be the offensive line. He'll play every single position. You just make a bunch of clones of him, and yeah. But you keep Garrett Wilson as a wide receiver. You clone him for all your wide receivers. But everything else Justin Fields can do. The final division, the AFC North. And here's why the Browns will win the Super Bowl. The Browns, a team who's never even touched the Super Bowl, are going to win it this year. And that's because there are 5 quarterbacks. Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, Deshaun Watson, and Kenny Pickett. They're all going to come together using the power of friendship to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, so that's what they're going to do there. And I feel like that's a really good statement to make because they'll all pass for over 2,000 yards, and then you'll have 6,000 yards passing. And then Jerry Jeudy becomes the best receiver in the league, and then your defense becomes the best defense in the league. And you guys just win the Super Bowl because I said so. So, do it. I dare you. Now, the Steelers, you guys just got Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith. And you guys at quarterback, you got Aaron Rodgers. And I feel like he's just going to be the MVP of the league again. He goes back to his final form earlier and finishes the season out with the Bengals win the Super Bowl. Bengals, your defense doesn't absolutely sell every 5 seconds, or you just put up 60 points every single game. One of those two. The final team, and the team that I think probably, I think they will, maybe could win the Super Bowl, the Baltimore Ravens. You guys just do the same thing you did last year, except your defense looks better. Your secondary is the best, maybe one of the best we've ever seen, and your offense is also pretty amazing with like a top 3 offense in my eyes. And also, you guys are just the Baltimore Ravens, and you guys are really cool. And Lamar Jackson's edits are just like, someone's got to make that an edit, bro. Is that cool? Yeah, no? Yeah, someone's got to make that an edit. But, yeah, he's going to do that at the Super Bowl, and there's going to be like 50 million edits about it. And if you don't get the edit reference, just search up Lamar Jackson edit, and you'll just see a bunch of people. Yeah. So yeah, that's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and the next one's probably going to be why your favorite team will not win the Super Bowl. Because they're trash. You're not good. Buns!